Hi, I'm Mark Anthony Gonzaga from grade 12 Cepheus. For today's topic, we are going to learn the variable traits used in research. Familiar ka ba sa mga topic na ito? Well, kung familiar ka, mahusay. Pero kung hindi, ito ang ating topic na pag-aaralan ngayon. Variable traits. What is a variable? A variable is a measurable characteristic that changes in value. So, any characteristic which is subject to change and can have more than one value such as age, intelligence, motivation, gender, and etc. And it is anything that may assume varied numerical and categorical values. Why do researchers use variables? Researchers use variables to describe and measure the items, places, people, or ideas that they are studying. It must be noted that qualitative research does not normally use variables because it aims to gather non-numerical data. It does not intend to measure the relationship between and among variables in the study. Now, there are many types of variables in research, and researchers must choose the right variable to measure when designing studies, selecting tests, and interpreting results. And researchers must understand the types of variables and their use because a strong understanding of variables can lead to more accurate statistical analysis and results. In what follows, I will very briefly describe the traits of variables and their uses.
There are two traits of variable that should be achieved. Number 1 is exhausted and number 2 is mutually exclusive. So, let us first discuss the exhaustive variable. A collection of events is exhaustive if at least one of them must occur. In research, exhaustive answer covered all range of the potential spectrum, so that all respondents can answer of the choices. If you describe a study, search, or list as exhaustive, you must mean that it is very thorough and complete. This is by no means exhaustive list, but it gives an indication of many projects taking place. Exhaustive research includes broadening the research scope beyond records relating to the person's interest. Exhaustive research, some information may conflict, pushing us to research more until we can resolve discrepancies. Exhaustive existence beyond researching to the mental effort of evaluating and processing our data to be sure we can test our theories. If we don't have enough data to test, we broaden our search. Exhaustive variables are important because they make up the entire sample space. We know for a fact that at least one exhaustive will occur. Survey response options must be collectively exhaustive, meaning they provide all possible options that could comprise an respondents list. So, let us proceed to our next topic, which is the mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive is a statistical term describing two or more events that cannot happen simultaneously. It is commonly used to describe a situation where the occurrence of the one outcome supersedes the other. While in research, mutually exclusive answers allow the respondents to select only one answer, meaning that if one answer is selected, then the other possible responses are eliminated. Mutually exclusive are important because if we know that event occurs, we know by definition none of the other mutually exclusive events can occur. In mutually exclusive, the categories response option must be mutually exclusive, which means they do not overlap with one another. Example of exhaustive variable. Each variable should be exhaustive. It should include all possible answerable responses. For instance, if the variable is religion and the only option are Protestant, Jewish, and Muslim, there are quite a few religions I can think of that haven't been included. The list does not exhaust all possibilities. On the other hand, if you exhaust all the possibilities with some variables, religion being one of them, you would simply have too many responses. In addition, example of mutually exclusive. The attributes of the variable should be mutually exclusive. No respondent should be able to have two attributes. While this might seem obvious, it is often rather tricky in practice. For instance, you might be tempted to represent the variable employment status with the two attributes employed and unemployed. And to sum up our topic today, research variables are qualities, properties, or characteristics of person, things, or situation that change or vary. Finally, there are two traits of variable that should always be achieved. First, each variable should be exhaustive. It should include all possible answerable responses. Second, the attributes of variables should be mutually exclusive. No respondents be able to have two attributes simultaneously. And that's end our topic for today. Thank you very much for learning with me today. I enjoy learning with you. I am Mark Anthony Gonzaga, happy to serve you.